What is going on, guys? Today is day 293 of my self-improvement journey. So today I'm going to be showing you guys find it here. Alrighty. So I'm gonna be showing you, or actually I'm not gonna show you that. I'm going to read a blog post or something that I'm currently working on in language arts, and it is about self-improvement, and one of the blog posts is about video games and why they are bad, and it has 1,107 words, and I'm going to read it because I think this is very valuable. So yeah, video games are bad. A lot of people play video games, but it is a complete waste of time. This is the reason why they are bad for you and why you can spend your time in a much better way. Community. Video games may be fun in the moment, but they bring a lot of bad side effects in the future. Video games can give a sense of self or a sense of community, as if you belong in that place or that game, whether that be Call of Duty, League of Legends, or for me, Geometry Dash. This community aspect sounds good at first. You can make friends online, but it is the exact opposite of that. The community in the virtual world neglects the need to make friends in real life. If you have friends online, there's no reason you need to have friends in real life. Rewards/progress. Not only is there a community within video games, but the way you play a game or the way a developer makes a game is through progression. The only way to make something fun is if you get rewards and you can see yourself progress. If you were put in a room with literally nothing, you would be bored to life. Bored to death, actually. It's supposed to say bored to death. Bored to death and die. Video games hyper-stimulate the way you can progress in real life. It makes it so much easier and more accessible to anyone these days. For Call of Duty, this may be completing a game, getting kills, or reaching an achievement. It's literally all tracked, okay? For Geometry Dash, it is beating hard levels or gaining stars. So, when I play Geometry Dash, literally just beating an auto level, doing nothing, it just gives you that dopamine. Alright, killing one of those icons on the main menu, just doing that, just gives you that dopamine, Fairness. As I talked a bit about accessibleness, let me talk about it more. Video games are super accessible to anyone, and developers make games extremely fair. The best way to explain this is by comparing video games to bodybuilding. Arnold Schwarzenegger has amazing genetics, and if he didn't, he would not have won Mr. Olympia 8 times in his life. Video games, on the other hand, don't have any underlying value to them. The only way to progress is solely based on how many hours you put in. There's no genetics in video games. You get to make your own characters. You get to customize everything, which is only what you wish you were in real life. So, you're playing this very high masculine role, this, Adonis up here, but then in real life you're down here. Virtual world, you're way up here. You're playing this man, this crazy man, you're killing dragons, you're, level 86 out of 100, you're really good. Or, you have, like, top 100 in Geometry Dash, whatever. But in real life, you're down here. You got nothing else. No real life achievements. Alright, stimulation. Video games stimulate what you want in real life. The three things I talked about, community, progress, and fairness, are all essential to human life. But in video games, you can get them immediately, alright? This is called instant gratification. Instant gratification can be in many shapes and forms, such as porn, TV, social media, junk food, and obviously video games. And there's many more: alcohol, drugs, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Video games may just be the worst because they are the most time consuming and an easy way to cope with real life situations. So instead of sucking up whatever sucks, in real life, people escape into these virtual worlds where they are the main character. They don't need the real world, except they still do, because obviously you can't just live in the virtual world your entire life. You still have to, eat food and whatever, drink water. Real life problems. So, video games bring up so many real world problems: strained eyesight, poor posture, poor speech, unhealthy relationships, and many, many more. Not only are there physically tangible problems, but bad things happen to the mind too, and in fact, probably even more. Things such as decreased use in the real world. Since you get all the things you need from video games and get them immediately, there is no need for you to see friends, seek real life rewards, or seek real life challenges. In fact, real life is a challenge. You also make excuses to play video games and keep playing them for hours on end. There's even a point where they are apparently more important than sleep, food, and going to the bathroom, family, and schoolwork. Excuses. People say that video games are a good way to connect with friends, increase brain activity, improve hand-eye coordination, and decrease violence. These are simply excuses. Like I said, connecting with people that you barely even know and are from across the world, don't care about you for being you. They care about you because you have a good in-game rank, alright? They care about you because you are top, 500 in that game, because you get a lot of stars in that game, you get a lot of kills, whatever game it is. It's because you are respectable in the game. It's because you are dedicated for playing video games. If you tell me that video games improve hand-eye coordination, sure, you might not be wrong. But tell me, what are you using that hand-eye coordination for? Is it baseball? Fighting, baseball, like hitting the, ball or catching the ball? Or fighting, punching? Or, blocking? If so, or, obviously anything else like other sports. If so, if you're playing video games for, that hand-eye coordination, if so, wouldn't it just be better to fight or practice throwing a baseball or whatever the heck it may be? Like, wouldn't it just be better practicing that sport or whatever endeavor for the hand-eye coordination? This can be said the same thing as learning languages or anything about learning. Why learn from a video game when you can actually learn from doing hard work? So people say they learn, Spanish or, learn a language from a video game. Well, you could just actually learn a language by actually learning it. Passion. People say that video games are just another hobby or that they are a way to relax, and that you need balance in your life or a time to rest your body after a hard day of work. This is bullcrap. Except the fact that you do need. This is bullcrap. Yes, of course you need rest. But this is bullcrap. If I needed balance in my life, do you think I should just plan to have a crap load of junk food once or twice a week? If I needed balance in my life, should I watch porn watch porn even if I don't want to because I need the balance? Is that what is good for me? If I needed balance in my life, is it better to just watch a little bit more TV, stay up just a little bit later, rather than going to bed on time? As for relaxation or entertainment, of course they are entertaining. Of course video games are entertaining. That is what a freaking video game is supposed to be. They aren't relaxing, however. The hyperstimulation they give you is too much for our brains. They give us way too much dopamine for us, and our brains have not yet become accustomed to the rapid increase in technology in the world. And we probably never will get used to it because of the damage that has already been done. Yes, of course you need, there's one thing that I didn't mention in here. Yes, of course you need rest, but video games aren't rest. They aren't relaxation. They aren't a hobby. They are an addiction. Video games are a hobby just as much as drinking alcohol is a hobby. It's bullcrap. Like, well, yep, guys, my hobby is going drinking with my friends. You're stupid. Final. Even after all the things I mentioned above, people are still willing to play video games because they are easy, fun, and require you to not have to worry about life for a couple hours per day. Just because something is fun doesn't mean you should do it. Drugs can be fun, smoking can be fun, alcohol can be fun. Does that mean it's good? No. Anyways, that is all the bad things. There's nothing good about video games. They are a waste of time, and they do nothing to make you more productive in life. So that is exactly why video games are bad for you. How are they good? How? Oh, I just think they're fun. They're just a hobby. No, they're just a hobby as much as freaking alcohol is a hobby, okay? Like, porn's a hobby. Okay, if they're fun, then should I just play them all day? No, obviously. Well, you need balance then. Well, what if I find reading fun? Like, well, is it bad if I read all day? Yes, it's so bad if you read all day. No, it's not. Like, you're telling me reading all day is bad? I mean, yeah, it's a little sedentary or whatever it is. Sedentary, whatever that word. I can't pronounce that. Sedentary, but like, it's better than freaking playing video games all day. I mean, it depends what you're reading as well. Like, I mean, fiction, maybe not the best, but it's still better, okay? It's definitely better. People say also video games are better than TV and, movies because at least you're actively, like, doing something. But they're literally worse, okay? Because, if you're watching movies or something, it's 2 hours go by, 2 to 3 hours go by. And after the movie, your brain doesn't really think about the characters or the movie. Maybe it does for like another hour or 30 minutes or whatever. But after that, it just kind of, pushes the movie aside and goes back to real life. But if you go to video games, after you play for an hour or 2 or 3, you're going to be constantly thinking about that video game. Or you're going to be thinking about, when am I going to play the video game next? What am I going to do? Exactly what am I going to do when I go back on? And how can I get better? All right, like, it's gonna just think of like all these things. It's just gonna keep thinking about it. Like, it's gonna be on your mind constantly. Okay, and it's hard. It's hard to not play video games because of obviously all the things I said. So when you quit, you need a community, or you need friends. You need something to reward you and progress in real life, and you need to accept that maybe your genetics aren't the best, okay, but you just need to suck it up and work hard, okay? So that is my rant on video games. People are still gonna play them even if they watch this entire video. It's quite pathetic, I think. Yeah, there's literally no reason why you need to play video games, okay? There's no reason. And for the people who do play video games, they probably won't even watch this video because their attention span is too short to watch a 15-minute video. So, yeah, that is it for day 293. Tomorrow, I think I'm gonna make a video of me running. I'm gonna be running 4 miles tomorrow. I'll be at 101 miles for this month. So, yeah, I'm gonna start some running content and stuff. The first week of October, I'm gonna not work out at all. Except Wednesday and Saturday, I'll go to karate still. But I'm not gonna work out. Other than that, I'm just going to stretch for an hour a day, or, start stretching. And then I'll continue doing stretches after that still. And stuff like that. But, yeah, it's currently time, it says over there, 9:30. So I'm gonna be going to bed very soon because I'm tired, and I'm gonna wake up at 6 because karate's at 7:30 tomorrow morning. And yeah, I really have to pee as well, so yeah, anyways, that is it for day 293. Like I said, have a great day and quit playing video games.